All right, Guido, today we're gonna make pasta alla carbonara. Only a few simple ingredients. It's a little more complicated, so we're gonna go slow. And it's all in the emulsification of the sauce and the pasta. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna separate the egg yolks from the egg whites. And typically what we like to do is we put 1 yolk per person. So yolk only. Then we've got a nice chunk of pancetta that we cut into cubes. We've got some grated cheese, Romano and Parmigiano. If you only have one or the other, that's fine too. It's about 1/3 cup. And we've got our water boiling for the pasta. So first thing, we're gonna separate the egg white from the egg yolk. I got a little dish here for my egg white. And I happen to get a double yolk. So just carefully, if you need to, use your hands, get the white out and put the yolk in. Okay, so we've got our 3 egg yolks in here. I'm making it for 3 tonight, so that's perfect. I'm gonna add some salt to this egg. Not too much because the pancetta is quite salty. And some fresh ground pepper. Okay, we're gonna whisk that together, put it aside, and we're gonna put the pasta in because the water's boiling. Okay, so I just added the pancetta to the oil, a little bit of olive oil, and we're gonna let it get nice and crispy. Should take about 6-7 minutes. And we've got our pasta is in the salted water. Comes together pretty quick, so in the time it takes to cook the pasta, we'll make the sauce and then put it all together. Okay, so it's nice and crispy, the pancetta. So I've got a little cup. And we're just going to strain it. Be careful, the oil is super hot. And we're going to put it aside because we're going to use some of that oil. Okay, so we've got a few minutes left before the pasta is ready. So what we're going to do is we're going to temper the eggs, which means we're going to cook them by adding some boiling water, pasta water, that's got salt in it. So you just want to do this very slowly. And I would put, for this portion, for 3 yolks, I would put 2 ladles of pasta water. Okay, so we're just gonna put the eggs on top of the pasta water. Make sure that the pot is not gonna get wet. Like, make sure the water level is below the pot. And just stir carefully. If it starts to sizzle like that, essentially what we want to do is we want to cook the eggs a little bit without scrambling or boiling them. So you can do this for a minute or 2 and that'll be plenty. At this point, we're going to add a little bit of the oil from the pancetta. A whole lot of flavor there. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's just check the pasta. Needs a little bit more. Let's give it another minute. So at this point, we're going to add the cheese. And we're just stirring it in to make sure it incorporates well and it dissolves. So we're going to strain the pasta. This is going to go very quickly now. We're going to strain the pasta. We're going to warm up the pan at very low heat. You do not want it to be super hot. Your eggs will still be able to fry, and we don't want that. We want it to have creamy, not fried eggs, okay? So quite low is what we want, okay? We're going to strain the pasta. So just a little bit of that oil on the bottom. till it warms up. We just want the pan to be warm, and then we're going to turn it right down. Now, I reserved some of the pasta water, about a cup, and we'll see if we need to add it or not. Okay, in goes the pasta. Fire is off. It's getting nice and creamy already, but it's not scrambled, which is awesome. It's exactly what we want. Okay, nice and creamy. Stir it around. I like a little extra fresh pepper. Okay, so here it is. In the platter, I poured the pancetta, the crispy pancetta on top, and a little bit of fresh cracked pepper. Now I'm just going to take a little bit to taste. See how creamy it is? It's really fabulous. Just takes a little bit of effort, but pretty straightforward and simple. Delicious, creamy, perfect spice. Try it. It's easy. Watch the video a couple of times. You'll get the hang of it and enjoy it.